any ideas.
Okay. So I came up with that one last week. Remember the food thing? The sick eats?
Oh, yeah.
That was my idea.
That was a good one. All right, Nick.
Yeah.
Get ready. You are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? This is the Fitness Friday show, hosted by yours truly, Nick Calton, aka Sick Nick, aka Coach Nick, if you want to call me that. I honestly don't really mind, even though I don't really deserve that title. Anyway, I'm here joined by my co-hosts, the epic Phil himself, and the true ace himself. So, getting into the first question, which actually kind of ties into, something that I had what do I say? I had some thinking on my own personal part to do. And it wasn't anything super serious. It wasn't, like a bad thing per se. But I just felt that I needed to make a little bit of a change to kind of, concentrate on a chosen specialty that I want to work for. So that being said, here's the question. Have you ever taken a second honest look at your training before? If so, what caused you to make these changes, if you have made said changes?
Okay, I kind of have an idea where you're going with this question, but like, hold on a second here.
I think in a way, took a second guess or second look at their training. Because the first time is not going to be the best. You look at your body or your guess, and you're like, I gotta do something different. So you gotta switch it up sometimes, and that's the part of the game. It's all trial and error. No one really knows even their own body, really, unless you go through the motions and go through the process.
Yeah,
pretty much just your lack satisfaction, I guess, in your progress. That's what makes you want to change it.
I second
I can see where you're going that.
Air's response on that one. That makes a lot of sense. Because there will
be bumps in the road.
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I wouldn't say I've changed my training all that much. I mean, I did modify them with angle variations here and there. Like 1 week I do regular push-ups. The other week I do incline regular angle push-ups. And same thing for inverted rows. I play around with grip variations to involve some portion of my arms. But for this one, I feel like I kind of just today, I had I guess you can call an epiphany, although I wouldn't necessarily say that.
A revelation. A revelation.
Something like that.
Okay.
I ultimately decided to remove HIIT training until further notice. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but rather it was it was kind of detrimental to my calisthenics training.
So
however, that does not mean...
So it wasn't beneficial. So it wasn't things weren't not working out like a bad reason.
Well, it's kind of like that. I mean, I'm not saying I don't enjoy HIIT training anymore. Far from it. It's just that with the way I set up my Monday training, I kind of had the feeling that it may not be the best direction to go through, especially if you're trying to specialize in something. Because from what I've researched and you know what, and this kind of relates to what I've said before, that your training may not work for me, and my training may not work for you, and that's totally okay. Um, from what I've found, no one can be a perfect endurance athlete and a perfect strength athlete. They kind of have to be somewhere in between, or specialize in one of them. Like, for example, in Usain Bolt's case, I'll use him as an example for endurance.
Okay.
He's basically, you could say he's an endurance training, because he was trained to run. He was trained to sprint, and that's his ball game, and he should be respected for it. Same thing for a guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not sure if he did a whole lot of running, but there's no doubt in anybody's mind that he specialized more in, powerlifting or lifting weights, basically. And that is pretty okay too. So from what I've basically decided to do, I decided to remove HIIT training until further notice, and specialize more, at least a little bit more, on my calisthenics training, while still keeping the jogging, the active recovery jogging, in my off days, so to speak. So my training now looks like this: 100 push-ups, 100 body rows, 100 squats. Of course, using German volume training 10 by 10, and I'm doing it in a more slowed and controlled manner. And whenever I feel like it, I will alter the variations by, including incline angle or decline angle, or for body rows, supinated grip and pronated grip. But besides all of that, my jogging that I do for 30 minutes, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are for, active recovery purposes, to kind of pretty much shave off the DOMS effect that I get from my calisthenics training. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, even though I do calisthenics training 3 times a week, jogging 2 times a week, and strongman style training just 1 time a week, with all of those put together, I'll just say, to if I'm being honest with myself, the reason why I'm removing HIIT until further notice is because I want to specialize more in calisthenics exercises, which will, which I will not explain, but I will show some pictures on that later on.
Oh.
Question. Of course, I don't know. There should be an obvious one. Does doubt kind of have a play in this event? Why not necessarily like changing, but just kind of like, I guess, sort of like modifying your routine.
I guess you could say that, although I wouldn't necessarily say doubt. Like, while I believe that cardio does not kill muscle gain by any means, it can be detrimental if you program it incorrectly. And from what I've seen, I have made some gains on my upper body, but I've also noticed that my legs don't really look all that great, in my opinion. And because of that, that's where I thought, you know what, maybe this HIIT training might not actually be working for my legs. And because I do want to give at least a little bit of love on my legs by, squatting to oblivion, basically. And, if I have to, I will use some weights to enhance its growth. That's basically the reason why I ultimately decided to kind of get rid of HIIT. However, that's not to say that I will stay away from it forever. It's just that I decided to kind of put it in the back burner and decide how am I gonna tackle a hit differently, considering my treadmill doesn't never really put me in a sprinting kind of feel to begin with. Like it did give me a hard run, but a hard run is actually very different from actually sprinting. And if you've sprint before, then you would know for sure.
Question:
Funny
would you ever? Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Would you? I'll let Eric ask this question right after. But would you? I've asked this question before, Nick. Like, would you ever? Would you ever at some point, not now, but sometime, but like, would you ever kind of move off the treadmill running and like slow, not completely transition, not a complete transition in a night, but like snapping, or yeah, literally snapping a night, but a slow burn transition to maybe try running, say, around Waipahu, like planning, like trying to scout a route, plan a route to like run that's like, you know, comfortable in your area, and that's, you know, that could essentially work, but up to you.
I honestly don't see why not. Thing is, I might want earphones first because, you know, I'd rather not, you know, hear the world around me. I'd rather hear, you know, music to drown out, you know, whatever is going on around me. I mean, like you said before, you know, whenever you run, you like to put in AirPods and listen to whatever music you want. And yeah, exactly, just go with the flow, which is something I personally find relaxing, regardless whether I'm on the treadmill or if I'm doing some road work. So yeah, I would definitely transition over to, you know, running outside.
Like,
but again,
but
it really
much more
depends.
But take it from like a much more like slow approach, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it kind of depends on the gadgets that I have, and right now, you know, running outside may not be a possibility. Not because I don't want to do it, but because of, you know, everybody wearing masks here and there. I never know who's actually going to be sick with, you know, the flu.
I mean,
Another thing with going outside is just, especially run where it's an open area. Don't run at night too, especially with AirPods, because you never know who's gonna be stalking you or, you know, fucking stab you in the back, literally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact,
don't go like a dark alley or anything.
It's actually, I mean, that's kind of one of my reasons why I try my best to train during daylight hours instead of night. Like the only reason why I trained a little later today was because, you know, I wasn't really feeling very awake during the daytime, and I just kind of felt like I needed a little bit more sleep before I headed to work. But yeah, generally I don't regularly train at night. I like to try to train during the daytime.
Makes sense.
Well, it shouldn't really affect you anyway, because you're inside the whole time.
That's true, but in my opinion, the daytime, you'll produce a lot more sweat and thus burn a little bit more body fat.
Fair enough. Okay. No, Aaron, my bad. I did not mean to cut you off on the your last question.
Oh, it wasn't really a question. It was just a statement. It's funny how Nick is just dropping hit for now, because all week all I've been doing is hit for my regiment. But again, that's all due to our different bodies and different needs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hit has been really effective.
Yeah, I definitely value its effectiveness, but for, you know, me personally, you know, I do have a particular goal that I want to achieve. Besides aesthetics, performance also is something that I want to achieve, and my kind of desired performance is likely not going to be the same as you guys or even anyone else's.
Exactly. Everyone has different, all goals really, in our fitness. journey. So obviously our regimens are not gonna be the same. They're all
Yep.
gonna vary.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to ask about I guess our weekly progress. We don't have to like show pictures or anything, but just like
Mm-hmm.
in our sense, like what do you guys think? How you're doing so far with your our 4 months transformation thing? Our first
Well,
week.
I'll show you something right now.
Oh,
Let's see here. Well, first, let me show my upgraded rings right here
rings.
on Panoramic. Is it on Panoramic Podcast or was
It's
it
on.
on?
It's on the
Oh.
podcast chat.
Actually, no. It's on the Emmykins, Air Bear, you know,
Oh, that one. Okay, hold on.
and Mr. Uncle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me just react.
Is that your hallway?
Yeah. This is the area that leads to the backside of the house, so to speak.
Looks like
Um,
a torture chamber.
No. Okay. So if you remember
mean,
before,
I mean, this is the site of the Punisher's house. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
And anyway, if you remember when I first made my own gymnastic rings, the electrical pole cable or pole tape cable, whatever it's called, it looked a little thin, and it was kind of worrying for most of my parents. Like considering how thin it is, even though it's designed to hold 1,250 pounds. They were worried, and I could understand that. Which led me to purchase these gymnastic ring straps off of Amazon. And the best part about it, besides its additional tensile strength, is I can adjust them on the fly. If you've
Nice.
if you've ever um, if you've ever used utility tow cables before, it works exactly like that, but with rings. Yeah, and it's funny you guys say 4 month progress, because while I can't really show a whole lot of
Oh, you don't have
aesthetics
to.
quite yet, yeah, here is something more performance based for 4 month progress.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes, I'm actually not touching the ground on this one.
nice, dude.
Yeah.
Getting
Of
closer to that
course.
human flag.
Well, this isn't really the human flag.
It's
It's
like getting
more like
closer.
something like that. But I guess it's like my first milestone, I guess, to do something like this. The only problem, if I'm being honest with myself, the only problem is I'm not at an L shape, if you can look closely. Like my legs are kind of dangling loosely while I'm also trying to make that L shape, but the form is really not that great. But hey, it's my first time, so cut me some slack. And I wasn't alone on this. Guess who else decided to join on the fun?
Who?
Hey,
Yep, the power lifter and the cyclist.
Huh. Wait. Who? Wait.
nice. Scott Schlipper.
Gerald Bikes?
That's Dieter, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, he actually. Oh
Oh, wait, I was like
Yeah, that's Dieter. That's not Jero.
the one on the bottom.
no. The one on the bottom is Juriel.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, how does
anything,
Jero have bigger
because-
legs than Dieter?
I honestly don't know.
That's weird.
Probably because of his cycling routine. I mean,
I see.
whenever he's not playing games, he goes cycling with his friends. And honestly, all I can think about now is Filipino version of Lance Armstrong. Let's just hope he doesn't take, juices during his cycling days.
Nah.
Let's hope he doesn't get cancer in his balls.
Right.
That too. But yeah, even the power lifter himself joined in the fun. Which honestly, if I could judge between all three of us on who has the better form, I would have to say Juriel, because he's the lightest among all of us.
Is that an endurance test?
Not quite. It's well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. It's more like it's almost like planks where it's an isometric kind of exercise, but it's also a skill-based exercise as well. In fact, if you can look closely, Juriel has a better L-looking shape than the rest of us do, especially since gymnastic rings are incredibly unstable in nature. Yeah. Of course, by unstable, I don't mean it's gonna break the moment you put on your full weight. Absolutely not. It was designed to hold your weight. What I mean by unstable is the rings that you're holding onto. They're not fixed. So expect to be some, shaking as you pull yourself up.
It's
Yeah.
there's gonna be movement. Where is this tied to?
The gymnastic rings?
That whole strap.
What's holding that?
That's
There's actually there's like this horizontal wooden beam that's it's wrapped around. Yeah.
I hope
And
the house
even
doesn't
though
crumble.
no, it doesn't. In
Under all that
fact,
muscle.
I've tested the integrity of that beam many times, and it's going strong still after all these
All
years.
right. Let's hope it doesn't wear down after a while.
Nah.
And-
If anything, these gymnastic rings, this is my gym from now on.
shit.
Nice. At
Yeah.
least you're inside and safe.
Well, the best part about these this upgraded gymnastic rings, I can take them on the go.
Oh yeah, true. Except you got a time somewhere.
That's true, but honestly, I'm not bothered with that at all.
Interesting.
Phil, what about you?
It
How's your
kinda-
progress?
The rings kind of remind me of a little bit. Kind of reminds you like the
What?
TRX, like the straps, like the ones you would
Oh yeah, the TRX.
like you would hook it to like a like some sort of like metal structure or something that kind of represents like a that's like a pull-up bar basically.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, TRXs and gymnastic rings are not really all that different. In fact, the functions, whatever exercises that you use it for, you can probably do the same with gymnastic rings. But the thing with TRXs is it's meant more for people that have like weird shoulder problems, whereas gymnastic rings, they don't really do that. Even though weirdly, some people actually feel better with gymnastic rings. So if anything, it's a personal preference. And for me, I personally like to train with gymnastic rings because that way I can kind of call myself a gymnast using those. Yeah.
To answer Eric's question, so where am I during this my 4-month transformation? Right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I've been slacking, and I haven't done any type of workout. I mean, besides going walking and besides basic walking or even just taking BAM for a walk around. That's the most I've ever done. I haven't done any like I haven't done any hit. I haven't done nothing too crazy yet. So as far as that goes, I'm already starting to slack off. But what happens going forward? That's a plan. That's a plan I need to come up with as soon as possible, and actually get on it.
It's not a bad sign because the first step in the journey is being honest with yourself, and that's what you're doing.
Hmm.
At least you're embracing your laziness, I guess. But no, this is a good first step for you. So all you can do now is go up.
So, and sure.
How's your back, by the way?
So right.
Is that part of the problem, or
It was actually part of the problem. I mean,
still not 100%?
it's not completely 100% just yet. Like, I'm peaking at a decent 90 at this point. Like, I'll still feel like just like minor like pinches,
Tweaks.
like minor tweaks, minor pinches and stuff. But that it's normal. But as long as I take time to just like focus and not focus, just take time to just like stretch it out and just kind of just take my time stretching out and not and just kind of just boosting myself up, just like be comfortable. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I've embraced, so like you said, yeah, I kind of embrace my laziness. It's just what I do now going forward now. Do I have a plan? Do I have a plan right now? Being honest, no. So I'm kind of back at the drawing board. So
All right, let's hope you draw something up on the board.
yeah. So back to the drawing board and back to the bubble. So
Okay. So, wait, did I ask the second question already, or not yet?
I feel like we kind of talked about it already.
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Okay then.
it was a good segue. It was a good segue into it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why it ties into the first question. So
Hmm.
there you go. You answered your own question.
Okay. I know this podcast is gonna be a bit short. To be honest, I didn't really have much ideas, but to kind of shake things up, or at least to end it off with a bang, so to speak, expose your playlist. What? I guess we can do like top five songs that you listen to while you're working out.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
kind of top. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Can I do a top 3? Because
Okay, fine. Top three. Sure.
top 3.
I'll do my 3. You guys can do a 5,
Alright.
whatever. Okay, I'll start off. Number 3 for me. Don't judge me, but
Do it. Just do it.
Rick Astley is my number 3.
Eh,
I'm gonna
could be
give
worse.
you up.
It could be worse.
It gives me energy, It's to warm up.
I mean,
Okay,
I-
I'm gonna start dancing. Gotta get loose.
like I said, I wouldn't judge you for that. But if you were like working out to something like I'm a Barbie girl, I'd be like,
Hey, to each
What?
their own, man. If one man's trash, man. Respect your other people's music.
no, I know that, but because you're not listening to that while you're working out, I'm okay with never gonna give you up.
Okay.
All right. That's my number 3.
Am I doing 5? Okay. Or no? I'll just do 3. I'll do 3. Okay.
5.
Yeah, I guess we'll do three.
That's gotta
Fine.
go to.
All right, we'll do 3. Okay. Number. My God. Number 3. So, for whatever reason, at number 3, I go to probably. I actually go to that Rocky 4 montage training song, Heart of Fire by.
Training montage. I love that song
No, but
by
no,
Vince Nicola, right?
no. The one in Rocky 4 where after Adrian flies to Russia, right, and tries to like snap Rocky. Well, again, like always, she kind of just like snaps Rocky's attention, just like just to kind of refocus and let him know that she's there for Rocky. So the song is Hearts on Fire. Hearts on Fire.
Oh, okay. The after training montage. Gotcha.
That one. So
Okay.
and plus Plus, he kind of does grow kind of a small kind of epic beard.
Yeah, I know. He does grow an epic looking beard, even though I'm not really a facial hair guy. Okay. I guess my number 3 favorite song to work out to. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one because there are lots of them. Undead by Hollywood Undead.
Ooh.
Nice. That's a classic.
Yeah, a great mix between gangster rap and hard rock.
Mm.
In
That's
fact,
like a
believe it-
MySpace throwback.
Yeah, MySpace throwback days. In fact, I'm actually kind of surprised you know that song. Anyway, what actually got me to know that song was because who's ever played UFC Undisputed 2009 for the Xbox 360 and PS3?
I have not, but I played the other UFC games.
Because that game introduced me to that song, and I'm like, dude, this is a damn good song. And I kind of researched it, and I'm like, oh, it's called Undead. Okay, awesome. But yeah, number 3. Yeah, definitely. Undead. Hollywood Undead.
Okay.
All right.
So they're constantly, sorry, my family's constantly asking me to go down already.
Got
but
it.
I'll do my 2 right now. I'll do my 2 and 1. So number 2 for me have to be Forever. I know I'm not a big Drake fan, I guess, but Forever with Kanye, Eminem, the whole cast, Lil Wayne, especially with that sick beat, it gets you going, and it's a good gym beat because it really fills the blood with energy. But
it actually does.
But yeah, number 1 for me, again, don't judge, is "Baby" by Justin Bieber. No. I see Nick's face already. Actually, it's a EDM song. It's "Clarity" by Zed, because that drop, man, gets you going. Especially, you gotta use Bluetooth speakers too, because you get that bass.
Okay. All right. All right. I guess I'll shoot from the hip right now. All right.
All
right. Cool.
Oh yeah, Phil, have fun with Sushi Shima, dude.
You saw it. Yes, motherfucker.
I'll wait for your review Monday.
Okay.
All right.
Peace out, dude. Okay. All right. So, sorry. All right. So to kick it off with number 2 and 1 here, since I guess we're going that route. Okay, number 2. Interesting choice, but I've gotten to love this beat you at a much more moderate pace. "You Shook Me All Night Long" by AC/DC. Shook me all night long.
Okay.
And then at number one, this was a recent one. This one's from Sleeping with Sirens. It was part of their new album, deluxe edition. It's called Talking to Myself. And when you have the chance to look it up and listen to it, it's actually it's like heavy punk punk rock shit, but when you listen to the lyrics, oh damn, I can it's like one of those songs you can easily vibe to. So all right, but yeah, take it home, Nick, with your number 2 and number 1.
My 2 and 1. My number 2 favorite song to work out to would be Burn It Down Tonight by Nickelback from their album Dark Horse. The only reason why I really enjoy that song and working out to is because that was the 2007 to 2009 I think opening song of Monday Night Raw.
Hey.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I can't. Oh man.
I know. We're going way back. Anyway, my number 1. This is a tough one.
Okay.
But my number one song to work out to
Hmm.
would have to be "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong song, if you know what I mean.
That is a interesting, very interesting choice. Man, you really did like blend it, like going back and forth in between shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, dude, right on. Good choice. What made you? I guess before we end the show, like, I guess what made you choose hit 'em up as your number one? Is it just like is it just that one song that just like alerts your brain like, let's do this, let's get it? You know that, it kind of just triggers that mood.
Well, it basically makes me want to be aggressive. Like,
Hmm.
if there's one thing I'll give for both Tupac and Biggie's songs,
Hmm.
a lot of their songs are like very like they're meant to get you aggressive, like punch someone in the face kind of aggressive,
Oh shit.
which is why I really like the song "Hit 'Em Up" whenever I'm doing my calisthenics exercises.
Hmm. Fair enough. Dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, with that being said, Nick, well, let's make it a comeback next week. So take us home, man.
All right. All right, guys. Sorry. I mean, for those who have been expecting a longer show, sorry to disappoint, but we all got our schedules and stuff. And again, I apologize for starting off late. But this is the Epic Phil, and this is the Sick Nick, and we'll see you next week, Friday. Get fit, be free.
Nice. Right on, dude.